Yeah, yeah, we live right now. Hold on. All right, I just went live. So, all right, man, we live. Kind of recap the Detroit Pistons 2020 offseason, the draft, the trades, the free agency. Let's start to get into it. Don't forget you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All those social media links are in the description. If you want to reach out, shout out to everybody watching on Facebook and everybody watching on Sportscastr. Sportscastr and start, yeah, so it should start shortly. So yeah, there you go. So if you haven't, follow me at Sportscastr, links in the description. Create a profile, is free. Supreme Josh, salute. So check out Detroit. Hold on, I hear myself. Hold on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. There we go. We good now. Shout out to Jalen. Check out our Detroit Piston one-on-one playlist for the live streams. And I got One Pride Nation here with me. You can find them at One Pride Nation 2, Instagram. You said Twitter, right?
Yeah.
And then One Pride Nation on YouTube. So, obviously, start talking about that offseason. You got to talk about hiring Troy Weaver. He did a lot of turnover of the roster. What you think about the job he done so far?
It's been interesting. I've never seen a general manager make this much moves this quick in any of my teams, like any of them. It's been interesting.
And then he tried to even move Blake Griffin.
Yeah, and that could. I don't think that was going to happen, but it's crazy. I don't know how I feel about the free agency class. I really didn't think they were going to do much, and and they did. They signed a lot of guys. And I like guys like Josh Jackson because it's like Lovis, Kyle Ward.
Yeah, they got rid of a lot of guys. They waive Zaire. What's his name? Zaire Smith.
Yeah, I wanted
traded Tony Bradley.
Yeah, so, I wanted to keep Smith. Like, give him a shot. Like, see what he got. And they just cut him right away.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull up their roster real quick. So give me a minute. See if I can pull up their roster. See, hopefully their website is updated. They had Trevor Ariza, flipped them. Let me see what else they done. They got DeLon Wright. I like DeLon Wright. I think he underrated.
Yeah, I think he's solid.
Yeah, I think he might I think there might be maybe a little Chauncey Billups in him. I think he got that type of talent. Let's see who else they got. DeLon Wright. I started there. I think that's they best underrated move. I think DeLon Wright got a lot of talent. He can handle it, he can score, he can shoot it. I think that's their most underrated move this offseason. That's just my opinion. And then they got the designer Moosin from Brooklyn. I think they got him via a trade. And then they got the other kid they got today. What's his name? Serchik. I can't pronounce his name.
Yeah, it's tough to pronounce, but yeah.
I didn't think he was coming.
It was pretty shocking.
He can shoot though.
Yeah, he can. It's a 3-year deal. I don't know how much it is per year, but I'm assuming it can't be that much.
They might have had to buy him out in Israel, or he bought himself out.
Maybe.
I'll get the Killian, but salute Eric. He said he can't go right. No, he said he's been working on that, but we'll get to Killian. But what's your most underrated free agent guy they got this year? Yeah. Josh Jackson on their website yet, by the way. I don't know why.
It could be Josh Jackson because I just feel like if he can if he can give us something on offense and enough of the problems off the court, that would be a really good signing.
He from here too.
Yeah.
He was there. He was there when they was brawling at the Palace.
Yeah,
that's my favorite. That's my favorite. That's my favorite free agent move, though.
Yeah, he just didn't work out in Phoenix, and then he was at Memphis, I think, last year, and I think
he had to go through the G League. What happened was he got in trouble at Rolling Louds in Miami. He was a lot going on.
Yeah,
and he got arrested. I forget what for, so I can't remember, so I'm not going to insinuate or guess. And he had to go back to the G League. But what happened in Phoenix with Josh Jackson was simply too many Chiefs, not enough Indians. I mean, he better with the ball in his hand. Then you had T.J. Warren there. Then you had Devin Booker there. Eventually, they got rid of Warren, and then they brought in Ayton, and he basically said he was the captain of the team. And it was just too many alpha males there. I think Josh Jackson is a good point forward. He got good handles. Only thing, and great defender too. Only thing he got to work on is off the court and then his jump shot. So I think we got a guy that's still number 4 in the draft. Did he go to Kansas, right?
Yeah, he went to Kansas.
If he gets to shoot the ball, I think that's probably gonna be your best pickup. Easily. He can handle the rock. He can get to the rim. I was watching him hoop with Sada Baby. He can hoop for real. So I mean, that's my favorite move they probably made this offseason. Not named Sadiq Bey, and I think if you come here and just defend, and it's gonna be hard kind of seeing like where this roster goes as far as just rotational time. But I'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah. But also you have I keep calling him Miles, but Mason Pumley. I think that was another good pickup. He's a guy that I think Boston could have used. He ain't gonna come here and wow you. He kind of remind you of JaVale McGee, but less clumsier. So I like Mason Plumlee. I think he's a guy that hustler, a roller, alley-oop guy. So I think that was a good pickup. What you think about Mason Plumlee?
I mean, I was shocked, but I also kind of wasn't because I thought but I don't know. I feel like I would want Christian Wood back, but with everything he was doing, I feel like it's a solid pickup. I just think Wood was a little better. I think he's younger. Yeah, because he actually definitely is younger. So
yeah, he's better offensively, but I think defensively, Mason Plumlee is better.
Oh yeah, because Wood he wasn't he really didn't do much.
And then he going to a situation where Russell Westbrook and James Harden still there, and we got less than a month in the season start. So
I think they'll be forced to keep Westbrook.
Huh? You said what?
They'll probably be forced to keep Westbrook.
Yeah, I mean, they tried to trade him for John Wall, and then they wanted more.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna have to keep him. Obviously, James Harden wanted out. Don't forget, we got Wayne Ellington too. I just think he's a good glue guy, good shooter, willing defender.
Yeah, they got him back.
Yeah, I forgot he was on the team. Let me see who else they got. Let me see. It's only showing part. Oh yeah, obviously the elephant in the room, Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, he's guess he was their big free agency signing.
I mean, yeah, I heard that when they couldn't get Fred VanVleet, his number went to 5 years and $21 million a year, something like that. They went for Jeremy Grant. My thing is he only here for 3 years, so that ain't bad. I mean, 1 year, then the second year, then basically got expiring contract. So
yeah,
I wasn't happy about the deal, but then again, he's 26 years old. He had a breakthrough playoff run. Father Harvey Grant played, Uncle Horace Grant played in the league. I mean, I think he can be a contributor. My whole thing is this. Look at the starting lineup potential. Let's just say Derrick Rose, who would play the two. Let's just say Sivy Malachi. But what's so interesting is the front court. Yeah, I think Mason Plumlee will start. But then you're talking about Jeremy Grant, Blake Griffin, Diambo. So is Jeremy Grant gonna start? That's the question.
That thing doesn't make sense because Grant cannot play the 5, and neither can Griffin. So I don't know.
Unless they're gonna put Diambo in the backcourt.
Oh.
I mean that's it. I mean, because then you go Derrick Rose, Diambo, Griffin, Grant, and then Plumlee.
Yeah, I think Grant has to start because you're paying him $20 million. I mean, that's not going to look good if you're paying him $20 million per year to sit on the bench. I mean, that's just not going to look good. I feel like he has to start, but I just don't know if he will.
My whole thing is they might go with a big lineup as far as in the two. It's going to be interesting because Grant could play some 3, could play some 4. I mean, were they counting on keeping Blake Griffin? Is my question.
And I think
it don't look like it.
But with the stuff he said today, he said he's not even worried.
I mean, he's going to get paid regardless.
I don't know if the team will take on his contract.
Well, next year they definitely will. It'll be expiring.
Yeah, next year they would, but I don't think this year.
Yeah, so
next year,
go ahead.
next year when the team gets them, $40 million is going to be coming off the books.
Yep, Jalen Bradford said
that player option.
Yeah, Jalen Bradford said, I don't even think it's a case where he don't go right. He just can't go right. Well, we talking about they having a Killian debate. He say, once again, he said, well, then he's not going to win Rookie of the Year because he has to work on going. We'll see. I mean, you talking about Rookie of the Year? I don't think he's gonna play. Coyote 5.0. He's 19. He has to work and develop on the right hand. Shit. At 14, I can lay up with the right hand. 13, I can lay up with the right hand. He said, Jalen Bradford, true, but he's having a conversation. He says, Angelo Money say, what's the update on Big Gretch? I don't know. I heard she exploded some type of felony, so who knows? Rab said he already said he's better with his right hand. He probably started beating off with his right hand. What the fuck you mean? Jalen Bradford said, of course he's saying that. Michael Cassie say, it's not that he can't go right. His left is hand dominant. This can be worked on. Let's stay positive, yo. Man, I can lay up with my right hand in middle school. No cap. He said, I ain't gonna keep going to Killian. We'll get to Killian. That's gonna be a nice lengthy debate. Coyote 5.0 said that's probably why the guy was taken in the second round. He might get more minutes than Hayes until Hayes get better with the right hand. I haven't looked at him. Saying Lee's pretty good. Grant has to start. I mean, then again, you're gonna start Grant and Blake Griffin once again. I'm telling you, Diambo probably gonna be in that backcourt. I can bet you he can't pass with his right hand neither. I'm really not concerned about that. What I heard in the mix, what I heard is they trying to tank. You think they're trying to get this? Yeah, I said they gonna tank. Look at this roster. What you think? Let's look at the Eastern Conference one Friday. Let's just talk. I think Milwaukee got worse. I think Giannis is gone. I mean, we can all believe he's gonna stay. He gonna make that additional money up wherever he go. He gone. But Milwaukee's still the player. I think Brooklyn gonna be a player this year.
Yeah.
And then I think Philadelphia is the big. I think Philadelphia and Boston is the cream of the crop. I think I'm high on Philadelphia because they got a real coach finally. And Boston, they got Tristan Thompson in the middle. Kemba Walker come back after the new year. So yeah, you look at the 14th, then Washington gonna get better. I've been waiting on Chicago to get better. I just think they're a dysfunctional franchise. Chicago got a lot of good players. Toronto's still there. So that's about 5 or 6 teams. Orlando's still gonna be there. Indiana, I mean, they still got Oladipo, another guy that was supposed to get traded. He's still there. Miami, my bad. I disrespected Miami. Defending. I mean, the East is treacherous. What you think?
They're not going to make like the playoffs or anything, but I could see a situation where like some of the players do good enough to where like they're not going to be like a top 3 pick. They're going to be like the 9th, the 10th pick. I just feel like they're not going to.
I hope not.
Hope not either. But I mean, if Jeremy Grant, if he's putting up 20, if Griffin can stay healthy, I can see this team getting like out of 72 games, maybe.
Say that what you said again. Say it again. What you just said about Blake Griffin. Listen to yourself. Again. He's not going to stay healthy, I don't think. I think they're going to have him a pitch count if he do stay healthy.
I mean, he should probably be playing like maybe like 30 minutes a game.
And then I heard that Cleveland may be getting Russell Westbrook, so my bad. I meant to speak on that. So, I mean, I just think that's one dysfunctional bunch. So Atlanta got better too.
Yeah.
I just think it's more about Rajon Rondo tutoring Trae Young and just them developing Hunter and Cam Reddish and playing team defense. They got Clint Capella. I mean, I think the Pistons, to be honest, I think they're the worst team in the Eastern Conference, not named Cleveland in the Knicks, to be honest. Because Atlanta got better. Don't mean they're going to fit on record get better. The Knicks are the Knicks. I think the Bulls are the Bulls, but they got a lot of talent. The Hornets, I mean, they got LaMelo, Terry Rozier, Devontae Graham, Miles Bridges, and then he was also in that Josh Jackson, and Sada Baby workout as well. So shout out to Miles Bridges. PJ Washington, they just signed back Biombo. I mean, Orlando, they still going to be good. Just look at the playoffs last year. Milwaukee, number 1. Raptors going to fall a bit. They lost a lot of talent. 2, Boston going to be there. Indiana still going to be there. Miami going to be there. Philadelphia going to be there. You enter Brooklyn, they already made the playoffs. They're going to be better. Orlando going to be there. I think Washington going to be better. I think the Bulls going to be better. I think the Hawks going to be better. So really, I mean, I think it is a chance where the Pistons have had a number. I mean, we acting like you got to have a worse record to get the number 1 pick.
It's just
simply the odds.
I mean, I think the thing that I had a problem with was when you're rebuilding the cap, like the salary cap, it's not supposed to be very high. The thing is, they signed so much players. The salary cap is actually one of like the highest in the league. I think it's in the top 10. I'm pretty sure, but that's mostly because of Griffin. But
and then what else about? I mean, how long is Mason Plumlee deal? Is it like a 3-year deal?
It's a 3-year deal.
So I mean, really, you thinking about in year 2? I mean, him and Jeremy Grant could be trade chips. You know, if you think about it. I mean, that's just my opinion.
And
I mean,
that's what they got him for about.
Yeah, $25 million, I think it was. So what you talking about? Just over $7 million.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not. I mean, once Blake Griffin contract come off, it's a wrap. And then you also still got to talk about Derrick Rose. It's kind of like they got to keep Derrick Rose unless Saban Lee can give you some minutes, because outside of Derrick Rose, everybody that's playing point guard is a rookie.
Yeah, they're going to keep him. I think they may trade him at the trade deadline, but
he don't want to be far away from Chicago. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, he only has 1 more year, so after the year, he can like go back to Chicago. So it's like attached to the team for like 3 more years.
Yeah, I think it's important. Like if he go down, it's really like they might have to go get a veteran point guard. I mean, well, Josh Jackson could play the point. I mean, I don't think that's a problem. I think Saban. I mean, you can go out there and get a veteran point guard for. But this is a tough conference. People talk about the West. I think the East just as tough as the West now. I think towards the bottom, the West is tougher. But think about it: the Clippers didn't get better. The Lakers didn't get better than me. Them losing all the guys, they didn't get better. I mean, Dennis Schroeder is a point guard. He's not a catch and shoot guy.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to Eddie in the cash. I appreciate it. I ain't going to put your government name out there. I appreciate the love. So, I mean, think about it. I think the Houston Rockets, they're not going to get better. The Thunder not going to get better. I mean, Dallas is going to be higher. But, I mean, really, the West is open. You know, if Anthony Davis, what's the chance of him being healthy for 2 years in a row? LeBron got to fall off at some point.
I mean, you would think.
The Rockets, you know, they're going to get to the playoffs, and then they're going to do what they do in the first or second round.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the West, really, you potentially could have the Pelicans move up. I think Stan Van Gundy a good coach, just a shitty GM. Excuse my friend. I think the Warriors won't be in the championship contention without Klay Thompson. I think they rank. I mean, the Suns can easily make a run.
Oh,
I mean, it's no dominant team out West. I mean, really, it's Denver's to lose. It just depends how much growth, you know, in development Denver. If Denver developed Bola, Michael Porter Jr., you bring back Gary Harris, you bring back Will Barton, who didn't really help you, and Gary Harris came back at the end. Denver, you know, if they was the Lakers, Denver would easily win the West.
Yeah.
So you got the Grizzlies gonna get better. You still, I mean, the West is tough. The West from 1 to 15 is tougher. But I'm gonna tell you this: the Eastern Conference top 4 is gonna be tough. You talk about Boston, I think they can win it. Doc Rivers in Philadelphia, they added Maxey. I mean, then you talk about Miami, they in it. I mean, they can be in the Giannis sweepstakes, and then you still got Brooklyn. I mean, top 5, I'll take the East. You know, then Kevin Durant coming back. They say he looked like himself.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't expect the expectations for the Pistons. I want to get Imani Bates. I don't care what you say, what y'all say. I want Imani Bates, but I mean, that's a pipe dream. I mean, if Diambo develop, okay, I'm cool with it. I'm not worried about like the Blake Griffins, Derrick Roses, you know, developing. Really, we really looking at Killian, Stewart, Bay, Diambo. I mean, those really are guys right now. Malachi, the 2 Eastern European guys, Musa and Durchik, whatever his name. So those are guys I'm really worried about getting stronger and shooting. So I mean, I just think they gonna be bad this year, and I'm cool with it. You know, what you think?
I mean, I think they're gonna be bad. I just don't know if they're gonna be bad enough. I could just see some guys developing like Sekou, and then the free agents they brought in. I could see them being like the 11th seed, something like that. They're not gonna make the playoffs, I don't think, but I can see them being like the 11th or 12th. I don't see them being like 14th or 15th.
That's what I see, bro. I see. Man, just think about it. Actually, man. I mean, the Pistons, we could say they right there with the Cavaliers. The Hawks, I say they're a better team. They beat us in the opener last year, right?
Yeah,
All right, the Knicks, we better than the Knicks. I don't care what y'all say. All right, so really, you looking at the Cavaliers, the Pistons, the Knicks, and that's it, really. I mean, and then out west, they deeper. I think the Pistons kind of gonna be in the contention. They probably gonna be in the 5th, maybe you write the 9th pick. I'm really not concerned about that. But if they get up high and they're able to get Cade Cunningham, whoever the hell that is, that's supposed to be going number 1, I think they'll be in good hands. So let me get to the comment section and talk about the rookies. They still talking about Killian. Jesus, I ain't even got nothing to say. He said, y'all forgetting about Mason Plumlee. We just talked about him. Maybe they're talking about it in the chat. He said we need to develop Bay. I think he's ready right now.
He might be.
I think he's ready right now.
A little older.
Yeah, he working out with Blake Griffin too.
Yeah.
Blake Griffin confirmed that today. This Killian gonna be good. Grant might be most improved if he start. Oh yeah, I mean, what can Grant do? He could shoot. He could defend. I think Denver lost a guy that can defend LeBron. That's my only concern. Kawhi Leonard. So it ain't nothing he can't do. You know, maybe he can have a Chauncey moment. The light come on, and you know, if he become an all-star, he could become a Ben Wallace or a Rip Hamilton or a Chauncey Billups. So guys that didn't really, you know, bubble. You know, I think the Rip Hamilton trade might be one of the greatest trades in Piston history. Because I mean, Jerry Stackhouse is putting up numbers. I was pissed when they traded Stackhouse.
Oh.
He said it seems my bad. He said, but it seems like they're going to be between the playoff teams. Maybe. Tanking don't work. Look at what happened to us. 5th, 7th pick. I mean, to be honest, this is the year to kind of fall down the lottery. To me, it wasn't no clear number 1 pick. So yeah, it wasn't like Zion was this year, and if you got 2, you would have got John Morant. You know, so I mean, this wasn't a great draft to get up there. I mean, I thought this was a draft the Pistons gonna get the number 1 pick. He said, so now they got the pick low. Great picks, not worth the 10th pick. Great, it's not. I don't know what y'all talking about. Darnell, salute, what's going on? I see you, Yipsy. He said, Coyote too, if Hayes still having issues, well, I mean, he's 19 years old. So let's cut him some slack. You guys are crazy. The Pistons will get to 7 for HC, or you're not. All right. Come on. All right, Captain. Captain Ramus. Let me talk to him for a minute. All right. And we're just going to have a personal chat with him for a minute. All right, you let me know which team the Pistons are clearly better than. The Bucks, the Raptors, the Celtics, the Pacers, the Heat, the 76ers, the Brooklyn Nets, the Magic, the Wizards, the Hornets, which one year they swept us and we backed into the playoffs, the Bulls, the Knicks, the Hawks, and the Cavs. Like, come on, which team are they better than? Let's keep it real. Yeah, you know, Blake Griffin played that MVP for him, and then, yeah, I agree. Shout out to my boy Vinny in the Cash App. Appreciate it, bro. If you're watching, we are not going to be the worst in the East. Once again, I'm gonna say it again. The Cavaliers. Are we better than the Hawks? No, we're not better than the Hawks. I don't care what y'all say. Are we better than the Knicks? Absolutely. Are we better than the Bulls? I don't know. They might trade Levine. Are we better than the Hornets? I mean, we right there. Y'all look at the East. I mean, we not better than the 1 through 8. And then you talking about the Wizards who got better with John Wall, the Hornets, the Bulls, the Knicks, which is trash, the Cavs and the Hawks. Like, come on. They easily can be the worst team in the East. All right, I mean, honestly, if Derrick Rose stay healthy the whole season to Blake Griffin, I could see us being the playoff squad. But then you got to get what you got to get from Jeremy Grant. I mean, I just don't see it, bro. You know, so everybody the 7th, 8th seed. The East is tough. This ain't the East like 5 years ago. He said the Pistons might surprise people next season and do better than expected. I don't believe so. I mean, who are you counting on to come in and play hard? Honestly, I mean, who are they counting on? Like, Jeremy Grant is the only guy you could be counting on.
Yeah, I mean, they have.
Just look at the roster. Like, honestly.
Yeah, I want to see who's been starting. That's the one thing, especially the 3. Excuse
me, and Diambo. Like, if Diambo get better and Jeremy Grant delivered, then yeah, I can see that. But it's a lot of ifs in there.
There is just, I think 2. I think they might give it to Seville, mainly because Kennard's gone. I don't think Wayne Ellington's going to come here and start. If he does,
it'll be
then
injuries.
Wow.
It'll be injuries.
Yeah, it would have to be because he
He
uses
said y'all.
is
He said y'all sleeping on Houston Wood Cup. Man, get out of here. Cousins is done. But
Cousins.
yeah, but I say no. We're not sleeping on Christian Wood. I mean, we don't know if they're gonna trade Russell Westbrook and James Harden. If they don't, I mean, Houston gonna be what Houston is. They're gonna be a great regular season team and a trash postseason team. I mean, Christian Wood ain't gonna change that. He said the Pistons gonna surprise a lot of people. The Heat won the East. Why do everybody keep going with the narrative that what's my man? You watch his channel? You know what I'm talking about? Extra crispy and crispy. You watch his channel?
Yeah.
See, I like his channel. I'm not gonna shit on him. I like him a lot, right? But he put this bullshit out here last year over the offseason that the Pistons was gonna be the Miami Heat before the Pistons even like drafted or did anything. No, they are not the next Miami Heat.
No,
not this year, brother. You talking about Jimmy Butler? Who? I mean, if Diambo going to Jimmy Butler, I'd be a happy guy. Then you talk about Bam. I mean, Isaiah Stewart, could he be Bam down the line or something? Yeah, he was the top 10 player in the country. I can see where you're going there. I just think it's a little bit premature.
Yeah, it's early. That's no way. Maybe in a few years.
He said the Pacers are always a threat. Yeah, I mean, if you look at our division, who are our division? Chicago, Cleveland, obviously us in Indiana. Yeah, if you win your division, ain't you an automatic like 4 seed? Top 4 seed, I think it is. So
it's something. Actually, I don't know if that is because I think 1 year there was like a 7th seed that was first.
I don't think so. I think you automatically because it's 4 divisions, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you guarantee I mean, that's if you.
There's 3.
I don't know. There's 3 divisions. So then you top 3 seeds. Then So then, I mean, Indiana always a good team. I just don't like how they fired Nate McMillan. To be honest.
Yeah.
He's a good coach. He said Bay's not even that raw. Get out of here. We come on, Chicago. Your name is Chicago. He said next year's draft is hype. Yeah, I know. He said the league is shifting towards you. You guys gotta be. Yeah, you ain't lying. It is. Darnell said you ought to watch Cade Cunningham. You would really like his game. He plays a lot like the old school Hoopers. Great. Yeah, what school he at, Darnell? Hey, did you see that one guy, one Pride Nation that played at Gonzaga? You seen that?
I did, but I can't remember what the name was.
Was it Jalen Smith or something like that?
Jalen Smith. It might have been because I think his last name did start with an S.
He was going crazy on Twitter, bro, on that game. I think his name Jalen Smith. I'm gonna tell you in a minute.
I think I saw an S. It might be Jalen.
That ain't him. That ain't him. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it.
I just want to start with an S.
Hold on. Jalen Suggs, my bad.
Suggs. So yeah,
he was going crazy that other weekend, bro. I'm like, wow. I like him. Hey, he crazy. Michael Cassidy say Stewart looking like a fullback. Hey, Stewart put together. He ain't even fat neither though. Isaiah Stewart is like solid. It's all about getting a top 3 pick, Derek Ronnie. Yeah, Isaiah Stewart solid, bro. You ain't gonna run up on him in the street. Where's Isaiah Stewart from? Is he from let me see where he's from. He went to Washington. He got to be from up there somewhere. Let me see where he's from. Oh, he's from Rochester, New York. He's from upstate New York. Shout out to Rochester.
Oh.
How you go from Rochester to Washington? That's like a cross country trip. That got to be tiring, bro.
You think? Yeah.
I want to move Griffin and Rose and just. I mean, if you move Rose, I mean, you really counting on a lot of young point guards, bro.
Yeah, they have to keep one of those guys for locker room and at least one.
I was mad they got rid of Langston Galloway because he was hooping last year. Detroit ass about to be 7 seed is crazy. You ain't lying, bro. People ain't looking at the East, but go ahead.
I forgot what I was gonna say. So
he said you hate it. All right, y'all want to get to the Killian Hayes debate. We're gonna talk about the rookies. Hold on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of comments. I can't get to all of them. Go. He said we got 10 times better trading away Luke Fluke. He had he had an attitude all last year because he thought he was a man, and all Civi is that Croatian Clay MBS watch. Yeah, I like Civi. I just think I think Luke Kennard is a great player, a great scorer. Excuse me, he just never could stay healthy.
Yeah.
He said the next Bucks. Yeah, Darnell said the next Bucks Sixers Heat Pacers and Wizards are all Orlando. I mean, Orlando ain't done nothing. They trying to trade Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, I think they got to get rid of him. It's time.
What about the other guy? I like him, the backup center. I like the center too, Mo Bamba.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. I wanted us to trade for him. I thought Boston should have traded for him.
Yeah. They still have Vucevic. I don't know.
He nice. He nice. But shout out to Boston. Shout out to Harlem. He said, I'll take 0 wins instead of last season roster. I like Jalen Green at number 1. Blake Griffin better than Jimmy when healthy. I don't know. Jimmy Butler changed my mind this year, bro. So
yeah.
I don't know. It's close. Jimmy Butler definitely better than Paul George, bro. Paul George has been my favorite player. He just disappointed me. He said, no, okay, Cunningham number 1. I got to check out Cunningham. Where Cunningham play at? Anybody going to tell me? He said, look at the 2004 Pistons, a couple years before that nobody thought. That's bullshit. It wasn't no couple years because we had to get to New Jersey, Indiana. It wasn't no couple years. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. It wasn't no couple years. It took some time for that team to gel.
And kind of different era, too.
Yeah, that was that. You will never see that happen again where you trade, you get Chauncey Billups, he become a all-star. You get Rip Hamilton, he become a really good player and an all-star. You get Tayshaun Prince, you put him out the deep freezer to stop T-Mac because they're about to go home. And then Ben Wallace come in. I mean, we had a team without Rasheed Wallace because we had Mehmet Okur, Corliss Williams, and Bobby Sura was getting triple-doubles. Mike James. We had a really good deep team. That's what made that team good. And we was able to trade for Rasheed Wallace, and that put us over the top, and we still had depth. But remember, Mehmet Okur left for Utah and got that money. He didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, pretty much, I used to like watching Bobby Sura play. I watched every Piston game they played in that era, and I watched every game before. Jerry Stackhouse used to be putting up like 40 points a game in that era. And then you had Grant Hill. Man, I used to love watching the Pistons. They were sorry, though. He said Mason Plumlee trash. They should have kept Wood or Reese. Mason, I mean, it is what it is.
Not signing Cousins. He's done.
Yeah, he's done. People just got a fantasy. He said that's right. They show how the Spurs had to play the Clippers back in 2015, and then Tony Parker revealed in his book that Tim Duncan didn't even want him there.
Oh yeah, I think I did hear that.
He said he didn't think a Euro guard could win. That just lets you know how far we came. He said Jalen Suggs is Terrell Suggs. Hope he don't look nothing like Terrell Suggs. Terrell Suggs is an ugly mug. But I ain't gonna say it to his face though. He said you gonna watch MSU and Duke tonight? Nope, don't care. Tom Izzo I might watch it. Now that you told me, Tom Izzo ain't gonna do nothing but get donkey fucked by Mike. What's his Mike Krzyzewski? He be cheating too though. Hope you know Mike Krzyzewski cheat.
Yeah,
he paid them players. Everybody know that. Everybody know that. So Chauncey came in 2002. I ain't see that coming from Chauncey, but cool story here. My dad used to live in Denver, and he used to tell me about Chauncey Billups when he was in high school. Chauncey was the man in Denver, and he was a top 3 pick, and then it just took some time though. But Chauncey was always talented. Renardo Soro was a baller. Who the Bills play this week? We gonna beat the Pacers at least once this year. So hope you ain't counting on that. But let me see who the Bills play. Because he a Bills fan. I mean, come on, who want to lose like 4 straight Super Bowls? Oh, y'all play the 49ers. Monday night? That might be worth the live stream. Oh, yeah, Scottie Pippen's son do play in Vanderbilt. Jerry coached there. He said Jerry Stock era and 2004 Pistons were 2 different teams. We gutted the Stackhouse team. Yeah, duh. Oh, he talking to Coyote? Yeah. I remember watching them. Jerry Stackhouse used to wear them, what's he used to wear on them knees? The rubber bands on his knees?
I think it was something. It was something like that.
I can't remember what they was, but when he wore them little bands on his knees, he's about to go off. But let's talk about the rookies. All right, I don't know nothing about Saban Lee, so it is what it is. Yeah. Right, he played for Stackhouse.
I don't know.
So the first guy, Killian Hayes, we're gonna say him for after. So let's talk about Isaiah Stewart. I think Stewart is a classic Piston. What you think about Stewart?
Yeah, I just wonder the value. I feel like maybe you could get a guy type of, you can find a guy like that in free agency, but I think he does fit what the Pistons would want to do, and with what Troy Weaver want to do. But I just question the value.
I don't know, man, because I think you can't put a price on a motor, and you can't put a price on his attitude. I see why they reach for him.
Yeah.
And then don't forget he was shutting down and giving James Wiseman buckets, and he went number 2.
Yeah.
I think I like Isaiah Stewart, dude. Even if he go to be like a niche player, I think he's gonna be a fan favorite.
He might be. I could see it.
Yeah, he play hard. I think the worst case scenario, he's gonna be Junkyard Dog. See, I don't know if you old enough to remember Junkyard Dog, but he was like a dude that come off the bench and gave energy. If you ever went to the Palace when Junkyard Dog was playing good, you never heard the Palace so loud before. I'm telling you. So I like him. I like him a lot, man. So I think Stewart is probably gonna play because he got a man body. I think Stewart gonna be a dark horse for rookie of the year. I said it. Yep, I said it.
I just hope his offensive game is there. I know he can give on defense. I hope his offense is, or if it even develops.
He got a post game though. I'm telling you, he was giving Wiseman buckets. So look, man, I like Stewart. Yeah, I like Stewart, bro. I think Stewart gonna be I think he gonna be a favorite, bro. I think Stewart might be one of those guys that you look back and be like, that was a good pick. You know, I like Stewart a lot. I might just be in the minority, but his attitude, his motor, he a Piston though.
Yeah.
Any more than they picked in the last 10 years, he's a Piston. You look at Reggie Jackson, he kind of don't really fit, the Pistons or we didn't think Blake Griffin, the Oklahoma City, California boy, was gonna fit. But when you talking about all the players that came here, Stewart is the only like Detroit Piston that they had in the last 10 years. Real talk. I mean, even Brandon Jennings, he was a nice at point guard, but Stewart is a Piston. He reminds you of the Charles Barkley body. I think Stewart is going to be a fan favorite for sure.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
I think so. I know. I think he's going to come in unless he get injured, and he going to be done. I think he's going to be a fan favorite. I'm telling you. I got a feeling, dude. And don't forget, he was just a top 10 player in the country a couple years ago. So I got a feeling that he ain't got to shoot neither. Just, I like him a lot. The more I look up on him, I like him a lot. He said, comedian Eric say, Bay, that's my guy. That's the only reason I came back to be a Piston fan, because I was gone when they took Julian. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When they took Bay, I was like, all right, I'm cool with him. What you think about Bay?
I like him. I didn't know if he'd be there in 19. It was 19. I didn't know if he'd be there. I like him. Villanova guy. I think that again though, I mean, I really don't think he can play center. He's more of a forward type guy, but I want to see what they do with this rotation here.
Yeah, I think he kind of a 3-4 type of guy in this league.
Yeah.
Hold on. Texas A&M is 5th. What is Texas A&M undefeated? Hold on. Because Jimbo Fisher at Texas A&M. I'd rather have him than Harbaugh. I say it again. Hold on. Let me see where Texas A&M is at.
Yeah, no, they're at 5.
That's crazy. I know. I'm like, did they lose? Florida got a good team. They just lost versus I forget who they lost versus, but they had a good team. I like them.
Yeah. Ohio State, even though they got canceled, they're still 4.
You mean Ohio State fuck guys?
I hate them. But honestly, I'm hoping that game versus Michigan just gets canceled. I really don't want to see that game.
Oh, Texas A&M gonna have to play Bama. They already lost once. They play. Matter of fact, hold on. Oh, that's the only team they lost to. They lost to Bama. They got blew out by Bama. So yeah, they play Auburn this week. But Jimbo Fisher, good coach. Look at Florida State after he left. But you talking about the Ohio State fuck guys? Oh, we got a COVID outbreak and we ain't got to play them. I don't want nobody to die. I ain't watching that game this year.
Nah, that's gonna be bad. We thought last year was bad.
I was never madder than when they gave Ohio State that first down, man. He didn't get that, bro. I forget who it was.
I know that was so
because we was that, and then who was the quarterback that year before we started back? It was Wilton Spate. No, it was Wilton Spate.
For us it was Wilton Spate. For them it was JT Barrett.
He threw a pick in the red zone like a couple oh my god! If I see him today, I will punch him in his face. Him and Shea Patterson.
Malik Hooker when he was getting pressured in his own end zone.
I'm gonna tell you 2 games. I think people point shave. My University of Miami versus Penn State national championship in what the 80s when Vinny Testaverde threw all them picks in that game. But let's continue on. Sadiq Bey, I like his game a lot. You know, Jay Wright, he always produced tough players. Kyle Lowry, Allen Ray, Dervin Chinko, whatever his name is, that played for Milwaukee. I like Jay Wright. If they would have got Jay Wright to be the next Piston head coach, I wouldn't be mad. I'm a huge Jay Wright fan, and I like Sadiq Bey. He can shoot it. He can post up. He can facilitate. You know, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came in. I thought if he was in a situation where, you know, he went to somewhere like Sacramento or something, I thought he could have been rookie of the year, but he might still be rookie of the year. You know, Blake Griffin, all he got to do is cough and, you know, and cough up his esophagus and he done. So I think it's a situation where we banking on all these guys for being healthy, but it's in a situation that Derek and Blake is going to take some days off. So I love Sadiq Bey. I think he built to be a Piston, but him and Isaiah Stewart, I like them a lot, man. And Bey can shoot it at, what he shot like 44, 45% in college from three?
It was something like that.
I can't
remember the exact number, but.
And Hellberg was shooting it well too. So, I mean, another guy too you can look out for. What's his name? Buddy Hield. He want to get traded too.
Yeah. They messed up by giving him a max.
Man, I feel like I can lose a couple pounds to get the max. They give him dudes the max who don't even deserve it.
Yeah, everybody's getting a max now. It's like
I like Jaylen Brown a lot, but I mean, come on, man. How can you say him and Jason Tatum a max player? That's just two different type of players.
Yeah.
You know, but we could talk about Killian. I ain't no fan of Killian, but you know what? I'm gonna give him a try. You know, like he can shoot it. I think, you know, worst case scenario, he gonna be a 2-guard. What you think? Worst case scenario.
Yeah. Obviously I'm hoping it would work. He definitely was not my number one option or even number two. But the one thing I would say is he is young. If he was like 22, I would have absolutely like hated that pick. But considering he's 19, he still does have time, but it's not the guy I would have chosen.
He growing too, so he might end up being 6'6", 6'7". But you know what? One thing about it, he can shoot. You know, he can facilitate a little bit. So he ain't the greatest athlete, but I mean, he got versatility. He gives you some time at the 2, maybe the 3. So I ain't really gonna be mad at the pick. But it's some guys I really believed in that he went in front of.
Yeah,
I really believed in Lewis, Maxey, Tyrese Haliburton. There's some of them guys I just knew, and they might go on to be worse players than Killian Hayes. Who knows?
Yeah,
Blitz salute. Who knows? They might get worse than him. But I mean, at the end of the day, it wouldn't be like the worst scenario where you take Darko and then Dwayne Wade and Bosh and Melo do good. I just think it's not that type of draft.
No,
I mean, you might get a situation where you take Stanley Johnson and, you know, you get Devin Booker, but I mean, the Pistons historically made so many mistakes drafting that I mean, you took KCP over Giannis, over Rudy Gobert, took Stanley over Devin Booker. I mean, you could just go on. It's just a lot of draft blunders.
Yeah. Especially under Stan Van. When Stan Van was gone, I was like, thank you.
Like he legitimately worked out Luke Kennard and Devon Mitchell. And I know I didn't take Devon Mitchell because of his height, but still, I mean, some guys play bigger than their height, and you got to be able to identify that. You know what I'm saying? He one of those dudes that, damn, he's staying in Utah. I was hoping he might go to Miami or something. He's staying in Utah. Jesus.
Yeah. But
he's a phenomenal. Him and Jamal Murray really made the bubble hot.
Yeah.
Because, man, they was – man. And look, I'd pay pay-per-view to see them play again. I think they're going to play on Christmas. Watch what I tell you.
They might.
They will. I'm telling you. Don Reed was a fan favorite too.
Some games.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see with Killian. You know, he young. I mean, I'm not really worried if he don't touch the floor. You know, he's 19 years old. Historically, the Pistons, they sit the guys on the bench too long, and then you got Chris Middleton, who's a star in Milwaukee, and Spencer Dinwiddie, who should get moved pretty soon. He pretty much, I think he could be an all-star starter somewhere. So,
yeah.
Aaron Aflalo went on to have a good career. Who else you got that they said on the Darko? He went into depression and became an alcoholic. I mean, they just don't throw guys in there like they should. Sometimes somebody's practice got better game habits than practice habits.
Yeah, that's the one thing.
So that's my whole thing. I think Killian, We'll see. And Diambo swear by him. He said he's really good. He gonna make the adjustment easily. So Diambo swear by him. So I mean, we really like, the word Detroit is actually a French word. So we really like the French Pistons for real.
We've drafted a lot. I just want to see what Casey does with this lineup. That's going to be interesting because there's so many guys that's like
I'm telling you, man, just looking at Mason Plumlee, don't forget we got Justin Patton. We still got him, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
We got him, Plumlee, Isaiah Stewart. Then you got Blake Griffin, Jeremy Grant, Sadiq Bey. I mean, who else? Who else we got?
A lot of them. I mean, who do we not have on it? It's crazy.
I mean, then you got the Musa, and then the other guy we just signed today, Divic. So pretty much they your wings, him, Sadiq. I mean, your backcourt is like Derrick Rose, Killian, Saban Lee. Sheesh. Who else you got in there? Sivi Malachi.
Yeah.
You got Jaleel Okafor still. We forgot about him.
Oh, Okafor, that's right.
So I mean, I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting, dude.
It's gonna be, I would say so. We'll see what they do.
Eddie said, I vote for Corliss Williams. Yeah, I'm gonna start a Forgotten Piston playlist. I gotta start that. Yeah, Corliss Williamson, Dave Bing. What's the other big fella we had that was a really good one? He is center, I forget his name. Kelly Tribuca. They had a lot of Pistons that came through. Allen Houston was a Piston for a minute. Bonzi Wells was a Piston for a minute. There's a lot of guys. What about my man that got killed on that boat? Bison Daly, I forget his name. You got a lot of guys that's forgotten. People forget Dennis Rodman as a Piston. Rodman used to guard 1 through 5. So it's a lot of Pistons that people forget. Bobby Sura, Mehmet Okur, Mike James. People forget Lindsey Hunter. Shit, I mean, I keep going on and on and on. But I think people forget about Brandon Jennings. Remember Rodney White? We drafted him. Jesus, we made some terrible draft picks over the history. We drafted Mateen Cleaves. Do you start Sioko? Y'all can ask questions. Tay said, "Do you start?" Yeah, absolutely. You got no choice but to start him. I know he making. Yeah, I know he making a fraction of what Jamie Gramps make, but he probably gonna start it too. I'm telling you, watch.
It is.
Watch the. Yeah, Diambo gonna be your 2 guard this year. Watch, I'm telling you. Coyote 5.0 said, "I'm glad that Weaver blew up the roster." Yeah, he blew up a lot of these guys' favorite players like Jordan Bone and Kyrie Thomas. I like Bruce Brown. People used to clown me. Man, he in Brooklyn now. So.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Yo, what's going on, Frederick? He said Seko will not start unless I bet. What you want to bet, Derek Bolton? I bet what you want to bet. That's a good. What you want to bet? Whatever you want to bet, we can bet. He gonna have to start. Ain't no 2 ways around it. Jimmy Grant gonna be the highest 6 man off. Nah, my bad. Buddy Hield, the highest 6 man off the bench, or one of the highest.
We have some good guys.
Tay said Siako and Grant together. I mean, yeah. Grant can play the 3 or the 4. I mean, I'm gonna throw it out here. I'm gonna think he's gonna have Plumlee. I'm gonna just throw out my lineup. I think you're gonna have Plumlee in the middle. You're gonna have Grant at the 4. You're gonna have Blake at the 4, Grant at the 3, Grant Diambo at the 2, you're gonna have Derrick Rose at the 1. I'm just gonna put it out there. Derek Bone say 50.
Yeah.
Now, what are the terms of this bet? Like, is it like he gotta start the first game of the year? Because he can get suspended and not start. So we got, I think he's gonna start. Or is he gonna have to have more than what is it, 70? What is it, 72 games? You got to have
$22 million, and that's not being a very good roster.
So, they play 72 games. So, are we saying if he start a game over, what is it? If he start a game less than 35 or 36 starts, it depends on what you mean, to be honest. Somebody just made an Andre Drummond comment. Hold on, let me get to that. Andre Drummond was so grumpy. Yeah, he was athletic. Jennings got his career destroyed by injuries. Yeah. Kelsey said he's going to force feed young players and still try to compete. That's hypocrisy. He said his lineup is going to be Grant, Blake, Hayes, Plumlee, and Jackson. Look here. I bet 100 to 50 Killian Hayes don't start. I bet 100 to 50. Trevor Reeves got traded, bro. I don't forget where. We drafted Allen Houston. Yup. I don't know how we got Bonzi Wills, but we had him. I think we might have picked him too.
Yeah, 72 games.
He said by the 10th game. I can see that happening. Oh, Derrick Rose rolls his ankle and he's in pain. Killian comes in. I can definitely see that. He said by 10. I can see him. I mean, by 10 games, I'll take that bet though. I believe in Derrick Rose ankle and knees for 10 games.
Yeah.
He said, Darnell said, about to be long as fuck, might as well run zone. Oh, yeah, it's a long team.
Yeah, he did say that.
It is a long team. I'll take 10 starts. He ain't going to be in there in 10. I guarantee you that. He might win a job. I could be wrong.
No way Josh Jackson started.
You said what? He said no way Josh Jackson starting? He might. You never know. Oh, Blake Griffin. He went up for a layup and he broke his leg in practice.
Josh Jackson at the small? There's no way.
He said, you think Josh Jackson small? Rose like coming off the bench. You might be right. Rodney Stuckey. I couldn't stand Rodney Stuckey. Yeah, I forgot who we picked for him. He's supposed to be the shit coming out of like Washington State. They tried to make Stuckey a point guard, and it just didn't work. He said Hayes ain't starting. I agree. I mean, he can't even go right. I'm gonna just shade him. I'm gonna make him go right. I'm gonna make him go right for sure. Hey, look, I think I can guard Hayes and make him go right. He little too. I'm gonna give him some elbows to the ribs too, for sure. Yeah, Rodney Stuckey, man. Any more questions? Man, Rodney Stuckey was I forgot we drafted him for over. He wasn't a high pick though.
Yeah.
At all. I mean, look at the Rodney Stuckey draft. I ain't got nothing to do. Hold on. Rodney Stuckey. Stuckey probably got Stuckey. He only 34 years old. Crazy.
Maybe. You know, I mean, yeah. I won't see it. I know.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. All right, Stuckey was in the.
I mean, I just don't think there's any shot.
Rodney Stuckey was in the 2007 draft. Boy, I still was in high school. So I
just don't think there's any shot.
At who? Josh Jackson? So they took Rodney Stuckey 15th. They took him over Nick Young. Okay, we can accept that. Well, it wasn't a bad pick. Jared Dudley, he's still in the league. Wilson Chandler, shout out to Ben Harbor. He's still in the league, still in checks. Aaron Brooks, he overseas in Australia. Tiago Splitter. Kyle Landry, I don't think he in the league. Yeah, it was Glenn Davis, he out the league. It wasn't the best draft. This was not the best draft. Marc Gasol, he's still getting money. He with the Lakers. Yeah, this wasn't the best draft. This 2007 draft. Greg Oden went Kevin Durant, he's still in the league. Al Horford still in the league. Mike Conley still in the league. Jeff Green still getting checks. Corey Brewer somewhere still in the check. AC Law, Jesus Christ, what happened to AC Law? AC Law, he two-time Euro champion, Greek League champion. You ain't even the MVP over there in Europe? What happened to AC Law, bro? I thought he was gonna be the deal out of Texas. What happened, Dallas? Eastern Washington, my bad. I said Washington State. It was Eastern Washington. Boy, what happened? Who you think won the Rookie of the Year? Jesus. I would say Edwards, but I don't know. He's going to be competing for shots over there. I'm going to give you an honest answer. So I'm about to look. This is strictly, I don't even speculation. I'm going to give you a pick. All right, Edwards, Wiseman, LaMelo. See, LaMelo competing with Graham and Terry Rozier. Woo! Jesus, that's a good question. Oh man. You know what? Jesus. Shit, Vernon Carey Jr. might fuck around and win it. Real talk. But out of the first round picks, I'm gonna go out on the edge. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Obi Toppins or Hillburton. It's gonna be Obi Toppins and Hillburton. Rodney Stuckey is garbage. Remember when he played for Indiana? Rodney Stuckey. Yeah, he was an Indian. He can go right, but why can't go right if you man get out of here? He can't go right. I challenge Killian Hayes to meet me at a basketball court, and I make him. I guarantee he couldn't score on me going right. And I'm old. Coach Casey said Hayes gonna play heavy minutes. Okay, maybe he's right. Maybe he's right. If he ain't ready, he gonna get ran out the league. I'm just hyping to see how this young roster plays. Man, hopefully they lose a lot of games. You clearly have never seen Jackson play. He probably has the most overall skill on the team. Yeah, he nice. Yep, he nice. He went to Consortium, matter of fact. Consortium Prep. You still was in high school in 07? Hell yeah, I was still in high school, nigga. I thought you was young. I ain't in my mid-30s. I'm trying to age me.
Maybe Mellow.
Yeah, I don't know. He got to compete with I don't know. Trade us Terry Rozier. We'd give y'all Killian Hayes. Obi, I can see Obi being rookie of the year. If RJ Hampton don't steal it from him like he stole it from Zion, taking shots in Duke. They thought Stuckey was gonna be the new Billups. Nope. Josh Jackson jump shot has been suspecting him. Yeah, no cap. That's true. No cap.
It's gonna be tough.
Killian, hey, look, Killian win rookie of the year. I'll let you on. I'll let you on the show. Toppy, I think Toppy. That's what Skank say. Toppy, I think Toppings. Don't say Toppings. Why not? Why can't say Toppings? I like Toppings. I like Obi. It might be a second round pick. It might be Nico up there with the Warriors. Yeah, he said anyone can win it this year. Yeah, for sure. I ain't never seen Lee Saban play, to be honest, so I can't speak on him.
I could see it topping.
Yeah, he said you will be a Killian fan after the first preseason. Nah, ain't no preseason game. I ain't gonna be no fan. What's up, my guy? Shout out to LMN Bros. He said if you can't go right, then you're predictable. And he ain't no James Harden. Harden go left all day, don't matter. Put a pistol to Harden head, he going left. He said I remember when Josh Jackson was at Consortium, he was a problem. Yep. Appreciate it. Yeah, salute. Yeah, appreciate it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but I think One Part Nation, you behind. But yeah, any other Piston related questions? I'm trying to stay on at least 2 more minutes. What time Michigan State getting punked by Duke? Let me see. Yeah, your thing messing up, bro. But I'm about to end it anyway. So yeah, he texted me. Hold on, let me get a minute. I'm gonna see what time little brother plays today. Oh, they already playing. Michigan State down 13-7. Mm-hmm. A Rocket Watch still there? Mm-hmm. They're already getting beat. They're already getting beat down. Yeah, I see they he made it as far as going left, so let's see what he can do before y'all know Hooper start talking. Man, I used to can hoop. You ain't talking to me. I used to go hoop, boy. Stayed on that garbage. Hopefully Josh Jackson started shooting. I can see that. Skank. Yeah. So Ravens and Steelers have no new COVID tests. Jesus, they're gonna be playing at 3:30 tomorrow. You think Griffin will be traded this year? I don't know. If he ain't traded before the season, yeah, he ain't gonna get traded because he gonna get injured. Blake Griffin done. He did everything he could do. He changed his game and all that.
Who knows?
Hold on. All right, he said I could see Stewart dominating Toppins when we played. Man, I don't know. They ain't even gonna be guarding each other. Maybe. I don't know. Toppins a beast. Foster Lawyer can't compete athletically against them top teams. I don't even know who that is. Is that somebody in Michigan State? I thought you didn't like Blake Griffin for real. I never said I didn't like Blake Griffin. He just old. Never said y'all put words. Never said I didn't like Blake Griffin. I ain't like the trade for sure because we could have ended up with Michael Porter Jr. He said, Killian is a point guard. Jesus. But yeah, I'm about to hop off. Got a phone call. Appreciate One Pride Nation coming on. He got to figure his stuff out. All the social media links. All right. All the social media links in the description. Appreciate everybody. We go.
Yeah. I don't know why, man. It's weird.
Are you using your phone? Oh shit, we still live.